Welcome to Healing After Heartbreak, the space where spiritually minded women come to rebuild self trust, emotional safety, and clarity after a painful breakup. I'm Mary Majors, and today we're starting with the foundation, the episode that sets the tone for everything we're going to do together this season. If you've been scared to date again, if you've been wondering whether you can trust yourself, if you've been feeling like your heart wants connection but your body says absolutely not, this episode is going to feel like a deep exhale. Because before you date again, before you even think about dating again, there are 3 pillars that make love feel safe, grounded, and aligned. And when these pillars are strong, everything changes. Your patterns change, your attraction changes, your confidence changes, your discernment changes. You stop choosing from fear, you stop settling, you stop repeating the same painful cycles, and you start choosing from clarity, peace, and spiritual alignment. So let's begin. Hello and welcome to episode 1 of Healing After Heartbreak. I want to start by naming something that most women feel but rarely say out loud. Dating after heartbreak can feel terrifying. Not because you're weak, not because you're dramatic, not because you should be over it by now. It's because heartbreak shakes the 3 things you need most in order to choose healthy love: your sense of emotional safety, your trust in yourself, your connection to your inner wisdom and spiritual guidance. When those 3 things get disrupted, dating doesn't feel exciting, it feels dangerous. So today, I'm going to walk you through the 3 pillars that rebuild your foundation. These are the pillars that help you feel steady again, clear again, connected again. These are the pillars that help you become the woman who chooses well. Emotional safety is the feeling of, I am okay. I can handle what comes up. I can stay with myself. After heartbreak, emotional safety gets shaken. Your body becomes hyper alert. Your nervous system is scanning for danger. Even small things, a text, a silence, a new person showing interest can feel overwhelming. So the first pillar is learning how to feel safe in your own body again. This doesn't mean you never feel anxious. It doesn't mean you never get triggered. It means you know how to bring yourself back to center. Emotional safety is the foundation of clarity. When your body feels safe, your intuition becomes clearer, your boundaries become clearer, your no becomes clearer, your yes becomes clearer. Without emotional safety, dating feels like walking into a storm. With emotional safety, dating feels like walking prepared with an umbrella, a coat, and a map. You're still human, but you're not unprotected. The second pillar is self-trust, and this is the one almost every woman struggles with after heartbreak. You might be thinking, how did I miss the signs? Why did I stay so long? Why did I ignore my intuition? Can I trust myself not to choose the same person again? Heartbreak doesn't just break your heart, it breaks your confidence in your judgment. But here's the truth: you didn't fail. You didn't choose wrong. You chose from the level of healing, awareness, and safety you had at the time. Self trust isn't about being perfect, it's about learning to listen to yourself again. It's about noticing the small signals, honoring the quiet knowing, believing your body when it whispers, "This doesn't feel right." When you rebuild self trust, you stop outsourcing your decisions. You stop waiting for signs. You stop looking for someone else to validate your feelings. You become the authority of your own life again. The third pillar is spiritual clarity, your connection to God, intuition, inner wisdom, whatever language resonates with you. After heartbreak, that connection often feels quiet or confusing. You might feel spiritually foggy. You might feel disconnected. You might feel like you can't hear your intuition anymore. This is normal. Heartbreak creates noise, emotional noise, nervous system noise, fear based noise, and noise makes it hard to hear guidance. Spiritual clarity isn't about having all the answers, it's about having a sense of direction, a sense of alignment, a sense of this feels like truth. When you reconnect with your inner wisdom, dating becomes less about will he choose me and more about, is this aligned with who I'm becoming? Spiritual clarity turns dating from a performance into a discernment process. These three pillars, emotional safety, self trust, and spiritual clarity, are not separate. They reinforce each other. When your body feels safe, you can hear your intuition. When you hear your intuition, you trust yourself. When you trust yourself, you make aligned choices. When you make aligned choices, dating becomes peaceful instead of chaotic. This is the foundation of everything we're going to build this season. Before we close, I want to give you a simple practice you can use anytime you feel overwhelmed, anxious, or unsure. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Take a slow breath in through your nose, exhale gently through your mouth, and repeat after me. I am safe to slow down. I am safe to listen to myself. I am safe to heal at my own pace. Let your body feel that. Let your nervous system soften. Let your heart know it's not alone. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If this story helped you see your own patterns with more compassion and clarity, make sure you follow the podcast so you're notified every time a new episode comes out. We release new episodes every week, and I don't want you to miss what's coming next. And if you're ready for deeper support, if you want guidance, tools, and a safe space to break your patterns and rebuild your self trust, you can learn more about coaching with me in the show notes. Share this episode with a friend who needs it. You're not starting over, you're becoming someone new.